It was like this whole setup, this dinner party for Blake to meet me and for me to meet Blake. And that night we just kind of, I don't know, we connected. We sat on the porch outside, like the balcony thing outside of the connection. And then after we ate and stuff, I like showed my phone to Blake, which I'm not, like, I don't know, is the word forceful? I don't know. I'm not normally like aggressive, and especially with people, I'm normally kind of timid. I was like, I really want your number, and I handed him my phone, and he put his number in. That was kind of, I guess, the start. That's how we met.
My old roommate put us together because we were both weird, he said, which made me think like weird things about Nathan. I was like, what's wrong with him? But there was nothing wrong with him. I don't know. I just was pretty much living. I wasn't really looking for anything or anyone, but you know how life is. You just fall into things, and I fell.
I kind of like the umbrella term queer because you don't have to like break it down into like a lot of initials. And so basically for me, it just is a way of showing people that the art that I'm creating represents like the LGBTQ community. And more than that, like, I don't want to be boxed into like just a painter. I want to create things in other art forms.
I've been dancing a lot in the kitchen to choreograph. I've been taking choreography and movement much more serious lately. Like I like coming in with like a vision of like well worked out movement. So it's kind of nice to come in with like a clear, like, this is what I want you to do with this intention, you know. Integrity in movement is really important, I think, and something I like. So that's for Hinge, dance company that I'm working with right now. So I'm choreographing a piece for them.
I've done like a position in the
I have danced till my body was blue about being gay, and I'm over it. And I shouldn't be. I should be still trying to like, here I am. This is about being gay, and it's fine. But I feel like I've got more to say in my body than just I'm gay. Dance is weird. So it's very temporal, and you can't really buy it or own it, but it's something that is an experience, and you have to, I think that's what really drives the entertainment factor and like what keeps that art form alive.
Hello, new user. Thank you for creating a new account.
Welcome to Tender. Blake Summers.
Drew Wheeler, who I collaborated with, came to me with this song, and it just was like a lot of technological sounds, and I was just thinking, how can I work this in to like Code Pink? I've made it about connectivity and like how like we hit and miss people, and how there's like this anonymous factor when you're like meeting someone like over social media or something.
Are you a top or a bottom? Do you want to meet? Have you done this before? Don't be shy. What are you into? Mask for mask. Twink. Bears. Are you out? Send me a pic. Let's meet up.
Blake swiped. Left. Drew swiped. Left. No match. Goodbye.
Next, 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 next. Next.
Do you feel comfortable in general in the South?
I mean, not always. I mean, like, we barely ever hold hands here because we feel uncomfortable. When I wear my tote that just says LGBT people on it, I feel uncomfortable
Same. I do
walking
too.
with it.
Yeah.
it's not everyone's just kumbaya and I love you all the time here.
No, I agree. But I mean, doesn't it mean more though when someone does?
Not necessarily. I mean, maybe because there's like the contrast of like openly people against it, or
Right.
I mean, that girl when we were walking across the street one day, like almost hit us and say faggot. Like, I mean, that just is not.
You're right. I don't. Maybe I'm just too optimistic
You
about
are.
the whole
I mean,
situation.
I think it's a
and
great
am.
thing.
But I mean, I think that's the only way we can survive.
I agree.
You know?
I think it's a good thing, but I think for people watching this, they have to know that
I agree that
like,
there
are
are
hard
issues.
things. You
I
can't
agree.
just
I
paint
can't
it
be
like-
positive in this circumstance. He's right. I mean, that's the lifestyle that we've had to adjust to, is to be positive, and I think that is the issue of us always having to be positive.
which his attitude definitely lifts me up and keeps me going, which is one of the reasons that I fell in love with Blake, and it's an awesome thing. But sometimes it is not the reality of all people, especially people that don't look like me and Blake.
The guilt of feeling grateful to be alive is heavy. Wanting to smile about surviving but not sure the people around you are ready. As the world mourns, the victims killed and viciously slain, I feel guilty about screaming about my
A lot of people have been moved emotionally and just realized how much, like, these people aren't numbers. They're real people that, I mean, had dreams, ambitions, were working at coffee shops, were dancers. And I feel like when people read about these people and can put themselves in their stories, I think it makes it real, especially walking and weaving through them. Well, some of the portraits have like the eye missing or like some feature on the face missing, and that was mainly to communicate that there's a loss, and I wanted the viewers to, when they walk through them, question that, like, why is there something missing? But mainly just to make you stop and think, oh, not all of it is here. I mean, that's just to reiterate that there was a loss in like a small way.
Juan was in his third year of college with a side job as a telemarketer and had begun a romance with Drew Linehan. He came out to his family not long ago. For his upcoming birthday, they were planning to go ahead with his party anyway. His mother cooking his favorite foods.
Christopher Andrew Linehan, 32 years old. Christopher, who went by Drew, was a mental health therapist who founded the Gay and Straight Alliance in high school. He was a vegetarian.
I don't know, there was a time where I feel like Blake thought I was depressed. He was just like, you just need to hurry up with this. But, I mean, I think it was important to just kind of keep on keeping on.
Mm-hmm.
Because
I admired your commitment to the project. Because, I mean, it did take literally a month. And there were tears like every day. And I was like, Nathan, you can't fall into this negative trap. It has to be a positive experience with a positive outcome. But it was so hard. It was so hard reading the stories every day, like learning the people, finding the right photo. It must have been really personal for Nathan.
it was. And I think because it was done in that way, I think that the experience for people seeing it and interacting with it was way more authentic than me just rushing through it and having a product, because that's not what it was ever about.
Right.
Even though it would have seemed like that would have been like the quickest thing to do and a way for me not to be sad. But to me, it was just about way more than my own sadness.
Yeah.
Okay. They might just all go the other way. All right.